Hey guys, it's me, Brandy. Hope you guys are doing well. I know that I was supposed to do a ton of videos in the past few months just regarding the things that I had spoke about in the previous video that I did. I know I was supposed to upload a ton of stuff, but I've just been really busy, just dealing with a lot of things, and life just kind of happened. But I will be getting to those things as soon as I can. I just wanted to kind of upload a video today because I see a lot of stuff going on online and just posts, and um, it's kind of hard to keep up with posts on Facebook when I'm doing other stuff. So I just wanted to kind of post a video to kind of address some of what's going on today, some things that are being talked about, discussed in the host community. I don't really too much really like read a lot in the hoax community anymore. I don't really keep up with a lot of things just because I have, my own way of seeing things that I've been talking about for a while. But this is some kind of an interesting development that I wanted to talk about today. And I wanted to kind of just give my take on it, my perspective. So a lot of this um, kind of goes hand in hand with what I've been saying probably since like July. I first started to notice like talk about well, not really talk about like a comeback, but because I mean this has been discussed in the community for years. But I just noticed like in July when we first started hearing about like things from the estate, which they never really spoke about things I'm not saying that they spoke about things concerning like the hoax, but there were just like direct references from Michael's estate since like July regarding like things coming back, like Homecoming. I told you guys I did the whole video about the Spider-Man Homecoming thing. There's just a lot of things that pointed to a possible like comeback since July, and I am a person that's very much like not into the whole idea of a comeback from Michael. I think that it's just kind of crazy to even fathom that he would do something like that, and then just come back. But I just see a lot of stuff happening, and I'm kind of like staying mum on the situation for right now because I just know that like it's gonna get really crazy, and I've had like some inside knowledge about a few things lately that I haven't spoken about, but I see them coming to light anyway. So I just wanted to kind of address a few things that I've seen. I did see Black Panther, and I'm hoping that you guys saw it too. That movie was just so amazing. It to me just further points more to, Michael being involved with Marvel. But I am definitely going to. I plan on doing a video on that um, soon, possibly. But I wanted to kind of just talk about the whole like Quincy Jones, the thing that's going on right now. Um, so I guess Quincy Jones did an interview recently when he was talking about like all different types of celebrities. He said some stuff about Michael that the fans got really pissed off about, and I don't want to get into all that, but it's so crazy because on the heels of that, so I don't know if you guys read Sandra Rose, but there's an article that was posted on there that someone brought to my attention today. And in this article, it basically talks about uh, a site called Blind Gossip. Blind Gossip is a site that basically they have like inside knowledge of things that goes on in the industry, and then like they leak it without names, and they have their readers guess who it is. Now when I first saw this article, basically it's saying that Quincy Jones claims that there's a male legend that's still alive. So when I first saw this article, I don't really read Sandra Rose. I didn't really know what this was all about. But it basically says Quincy Jones may have backtracked on certain inflammatory statements he made in a magazine interview, but he isn't done drawing attention to himself. Jones recently apologized for saying Richard Pryor Marvin Gaye like slept with acting legend Marlon Brando, but he isn't done talking. Now the 84-year-old composer is telling friends that a male music legend is still alive. Then it talks about blind gossip. He says that the male legend is actually still alive and that he faked his own passing so he could live a private life. He says he has been in contact with him, that he's ready to make a comeback, and he's going to produce his album. So like it's interesting with this because a lot of people when I posted this link, they started going on and on about like how Quincy never said that in an interview. Well, you should read an entire post before making a comment because It never said that he said that in an interview. It said that he has been telling people that. So if you actually, when I first read it, I really wasn't paying attention. Then I looked at when it said blind gossip. So I'm like, oh, I know this site. So I actually clicked directly on the blind gossip article. Um, and basically, it just talks about him saying things in private. So this was not actually something that was discussed in an interview. This is something that was actually discussed um, in a private conversation. And like I said, as we know, I don't know if you guys know this, but this website is like very, very accurate. I've been following this website. I actually first started following this website in regards to an article that was written a couple years ago. And I think it's part of media takeout. I'm not sure, but basically they just get inside knowledge leaked, and they talk about it, and then they go back and they reference it later, and they like will reveal who they were talking about, but they just get inside tips at first. It's a very accurate website. Like I said, I've been following it. Some things they've said have been kind of crazy. They had a whole Prince scandal where they were saying this, that the celebrity had like AIDS and was very sick, and then Prince died right after that, and it was just a whole bit crazy thing. So I'll get into that another time. But a lot of the things that I would say a good percentage of the things that they post look very accurate. This is not like a fake news website, or, one of these crazy, like the Onion. This is a very like verifiable like website. So what they stated is what Quincy said in a private conversation to somebody else in regards to this. I don't really know what's going on with Quincy Jones. I don't really know. um, Quincy Jones did not just start saying things about Michael. He had made comments about Michael previously too. And years have passed. I don't really know what that's about. Some people were saying, well, he's talking about Prince. I don't think he's talking about Prince, because Prince would produce his own music. There's no way that he would let Quincy Jones do an album for him. Some people were saying that um, it's Tupac, because Tupac was, I guess, engaged to Quincy Jones' daughter. I don't really know. I just think this is about Michael. I have several reasons why I believe this is about Michael. I believe that when he was making that comment about Michael in his most recent interview, people don't understand. Something that I have just been steadfast on is like Michael leaving the spotlight and going out of, Hollywood and just kind of doing his own thing for the past 8, almost 9 years, I think was a very big reflection on himself as an artist. Michael was put in the music industry when he was very, very young. And I think the character that was built on the person that he became, the artist that he became, is very much based on, what people had, expectations people had of him. And I think that part of going away and kind of recovering yourself and rebuilding yourself is really getting to know who you are and looking at some of your faults. And Michael did often take things from other artists and perfect it into his own. But I've seen like numerous interviews, there have been numerous lawsuits. Michael has often like taking things from other artists. I'm sorry if that upsets or makes fans mad, but it's very true. He's done that. Maybe it was just a reflective thing what he was saying to Quincy. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really know. It's really weird. It's just all a very strange situation, a very strange thing. Um, but I do believe that they're talking about Michael. I believe that Quincy is working with Michael. I believe that um, this website, I think that these are things that have been building up and up and up and up and up and up. And I say that because this all started in July when they had this like Michael 777 comeback thing, and then he didn't come back. But they released this Halloween special. In this Halloween special, Michael talks about staying true to yourself and how important it is. If you've seen the Spider-Man movies, the new Spider-Man movie, the narrative of being true to yourself. And that's what I'm trying to like get to. If you see the Black Panther movie, just, staying true to yourself, and it's like there's this constant narrative of staying true to who you really are. And all these characters and all these situations are it's a heavy, heavy theme in the Michael Jackson Halloween special, where these kids they had expectations of other people who they were supposed to be, but and it almost ruined them. It almost got them killed, but the narrative was basically like, hey, stay true to yourself, and you'll be so much happier. And if you really like look at like the interview with Quincy Jones, he was talking about Michael, I think there are a lot of things Michael's fans have a lot of trouble accepting things about him. and it kind of trickles down to his daughter. Like, a lot of fans don't like his daughter because she's so different and she's so out there and she's like kind of like a wild child, but she stays true to herself. That's one thing about Paris. Like, Paris stays true to herself. It's very important for her to be who she is. And I'm trying to like say some things without directly saying things that I want to say, because I just think right now is not the time to say certain things. But I to me, it's all, I don't know if Michael was going to return. I I have always said that there would be validation in what he did. I've always believed there would be validation. I always believed that people were going to know the truth either way. Will he have like an actual comeback where he's like a back and alive and talking to people? I don't know. I used to always say no, but this last year has really changed my mind a lot about that. I don't know if I believe Michael's going to come back, but I am leaning towards a reveal of some type. But I definitely believe in the validation either way. And I believe that it's going to be very validated that Michael did not die in 2009. I honestly believe that Michael's kind of waiting for his parents to die before he does this. I don't know why I feel that very strong. I think he's waiting for all of his kids to be legal. And I think he's waiting for his parents to not be here anymore. I just think because of the ramifications of what could happen if those things fall on them. But I just have a feeling about this whole thing. This website, like I said, they there's like examples. They have a part called solved items. So, um, for instance, okay, February 8th, 2018, there was like a article they had. So it says basically, these two young actors, how young actors are dating. Uh, if you can read this, it says it's a good PR play for both of them. They are both young, attractive, and they want this movie to be a blockbuster so it can become a franchise. They do like each other as friends, so it's not much of a stretch for them to play along with this. It's not like they're going to suck face in public for the cameras. It will be subtle. His real girlfriend will stand down for a little while, no big deal. Our actress did another PR relationship with a tall white actor a few years ago, so this isn't new for her. And then it has the active blah, and then let's go down and it talks about who they are, and then it's solved. Michael B. Jordan and Lupita, blah, blah, the Black Panther. So I didn't even read this, but this is crazy how this. Do you see how things just kind of like align? This is crazy because I didn't even read this. I just went to the page, but it basically talks about how. So this was leaked before the news came out as to who they were. Um, So just you have, you guys have to go and just read this article. I don't really want to get into reading this entire thing, but it's just so crazy that just kind of came up. But I'm just saying that they post stories and then like they come they're revealed to be true later. They don't ever release names. They get tips and they release things. But this is a really interesting site because if you kind of watch things play out, like I said, 95% of the time they are very accurate about things. I just think it's so weird because that's about Black Panther. I wasn't even like thinking that was the case. Um, I don't know what this down the rabbit hole thing is. Um, so weird. I don't know. Anyway, but like I said, do you see how things just kind of align? Like rabbit hole, White Rabbit, Black Panther. This is crazy. I wasn't even like planning any of this. I was just kind of blindly on the website, just talking to you guys, and just how things just like align. I mean, and I'm probably sounding insane right now, but if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. When things come to Michael, they just kind of like align. They line up, and there's always validation in things. He's so cosmic, and it's crazy. Like, I just want you guys to understand that. Like, I don't really like post a lot of stuff about the hoax or talk about things right now because I'm working on different things. But that's what I'm saying about. I watch people talk about this a lot, and see people just like kind of upset or distraught because like they're not getting what they want. They're just people get mad like, oh, I used to be a believer, but people need to just stop believing and just let it go. It's like there is so much. You don't work for like 45 years and build this huge career and then disappear only to just come right back or just have everything. I mean, there is so much that goes on with this whole situation with Michael. It's very intense and it's a lot. So I think people need to understand that, like, any kind of comeback or revelation or any kind of validation was going to take a long time. And there's a lot of things going on behind the air, a lot of things going on behind, the screen, behind the curtains. And I don't know, I just kind of observe things. I've been doing this for, like, almost the entire time, and there's a lot of growth that comes with that. And there's a lot of, like, understanding things, and sometimes moving in silence is just better. Um, and if I sound like I'm kind of like not being direct, it's because I'm not. I just know of a couple things. I've gotten information in the past couple months that have been really crazy. So I'm just kind of waiting for them to unfold at this point. I've learned not to just say things without being able to, like, properly validate them. So I'm just like watching and observing, but I know that there's a lot of stuff that's about to happen. So just keep your eyes open. I mean, you guys have been waiting for this for a long time, and you're about to get to the point where a lot of people who you've been talking to for years who thought you were crazy are about to be at your doorstep. They're about to be calling you, they're about to be texting you, they're about to be emailing you. Like, there's a lot of validation coming, a lot. So just prepare yourselves and just stay true to who you are and stay true to who you believe. I don't, like I said, I don't necessarily believe in a comeback, but I believe in validation. um I don't know what Quincy Jones is saying. I don't know if he's stretching it a bit as far as him saying there's going to be a comeback, but I do believe that he has talked to Michael. I believe Michael is very much aware of what Quincy said in that last interview. I believe Michael did a lot of things because it was important for him to be on top. And I think that you reflect on your life and you see things differently. And I feel like, yeah, there are things. And let's not forget all the all the websites that we discovered, all the domain names just a few months ago that all lead to the, like, Michael's estate having the whole entire hoax. And guys, think about all this stuff that's coming full circle, like Michael's estate having the, you know, death hoax domain registered to them. Like, come on, like, this is obviously unfolding. And I'm going to be doing another video very soon talking about, just kind of picking up where I left off because I found some things out. But I just wanted to kind of address this whole entire thing. Like, I'm not just posting some random website. This actually came from a person named Tony Love. I didn't even know about this because I've been dealing with a lot of stressful things the past few days. But I didn't know about this, but it was sent to me, the link. So thank you for giving me this link. Um, yeah, but it's just crazy. There's a lot of things happening, and Michael is moving, and Michael is, doing some things. um, but yeah, like I said, I probably sound really weird. It's just I'm just really trying to be really careful with my words, um, because it's got me in trouble before, just like saying things, and people just think you have a hidden agenda, and I really don't. I genuinely care about Michael and, what happens with him and what happens to him. And I love him very much. And I just want him to have the respect that he deserves. I think he has been through a lot and he sacrificed a lot. Um, and it's never going to be easy, and it's never going to be something that he just bounce back from, but I respect him. So I'm just hoping that everyone is just ready for the things that are going to happen. And I will have another video out to follow up my last video very shortly. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. The website is called blindgossip.com. Like I said, just check it out. It's really cool. Like, I mean, for this to be have made this site on this site, it's just, I'm just telling you guys, where there's smoke, there's fire with this site. So, whether it's true that it was told to Quincy, I believe that Quincy said it. And I believe that he is telling people this. Um, there are things just coming. All right, so yeah, I will talk to you guys very soon, and I will be posting some things very soon. And just keep it real, keep it 100, stay positive. Be careful of people who are going to use this opportunity to try to screw with you again. They're all going to come back up again. All these fake people, all these people trying to get attention, you're going to see it increase in these people again very soon, because there's some shit that's about to hit the fan very soon. So just stay on your toes, guys. If you're one of my followers and you know how I roll, you know what I'm like when it comes to this kind of stuff. I don't go for the sensationalism of it all. So just stick with me and trust in what I'm saying, and just keep your head on and be careful of opportunists and people who are going to try to capitalize on this. This shit's going to get really crazy. And being an MJ fan is going to like just mean something so different for believers, because we are the fans. Like, we are the people who stood by him. We are the people who never doubted him. It's going to change everything. And don't think that he's not going to recognize that, because he is. He has. He will. So, all right, talk to you guys very soon. Peace and be good. Bye.